What's up, Kings and None?
Yeah.
NFL preview show.
Very excited.
Oh, super excited. We both are basically retired fantasy football masters who have been dragged back in.
Sucked back in
For a super league, to be in a super league.
Right. That's the only league we'll come back for. It's got to be a super league.
Had to be at this level.
Right. Top-notch talent.
Yeah. 10 of the top owners in the galaxy. What do you call it? It's two quarterbacks, but it has a name. What?
Dynasty.
Some kind of super flex.
Super flex.
I love that.
Right.
I love it.
All kinds of qualifications for this league.
Super flex. No defense.
No defense.
No kicker.
No kicker. No time for them.
Don't need those clowns.
Right.
It's all about the big money, guys. Not gonna hinge on whether your kicker's good or not. I appreciate that. So
10 of the best fantasy football minds this side of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I have no. You know how many public leagues I've won? Yeah,
right.
We've got qualifications for miles.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
it's cool to be back after 2 years off.
2 years, yeah.
2 years. I gotta really watch myself and not go crazy this year. Part of the reason I retired was because I was going crazy.
I understand.
I wasn't enjoying my week after a bad Sunday of fantasy football.
So good.
So here we go. How do you you never went as crazy as me. I don't know how you.
How do I detach myself?
Yeah, how do you do it? Because you're a competitive guy too.
Right.
You can't just say I just don't care that much. It's got to be more to it.
Because it killed. I'm the guy that I always pick. I always have more points on the bench. The only thing that can ever the only thing that ever makes me okay with losing is if there was no combination where I could have won.
Right. You can deal with it.
But if there was,
and you see the win on your bench,
it's not a good day.
You want to stab yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Right.
That's the worst.
I played somebody and I don't know. I played Run DMC because he was starting, and I can't help myself because I have some weird connection to Darren McFadden.
Is he still in the league?
I hope not.
Because he's going to be on your team this year.
And, my scrub running back happened to run for 3 touchdowns because whoever they used to handcuff for got hurt, and I lost by 3.
Oh, that's the worst.
Those aren't good weeks.
No.
It's not a good day.
Can't deal with it.
No.
No.
I think I don't you watch a lot more than me. I feel like if I was watching myself lose in real time, it would hurt more. If I had red zone and I keep watching my bench guys score while my other guys I haven't seen them all day.
Yeah.
I would think I want to just pull my eyes out. So maybe that's part of it.
You're right. I never thought about that.
Cable. I can't really watch. I can watch the Patriots because I can watch whoever's on. I can watch.
You don't
the one
subject
game.
yourself to every single score.
I can watch the one game, but I can't see every score.
That's a thing.
Maybe that's part of it.
Yes.
I just see numbers at the end of the day and go crap.
So it's not searing into your brain how bad you suck for the week.
Exactly.
Right.
Why did I play? Why did I think this was a smart idea? Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Well,
why did I not play Drew Brees? Because sometimes you do stupid
looking
things.
back on it, right? Why did I play Mike Glennon?
Yeah. Right. Who cares if Glennon's playing the Lions and Drew Brees is playing the Vikings? He's still Drew Brees. Give him a chance.
And that's the problem with fantasy football. Yeah.
It's Drew Brees. If anybody's going to crack this thing,
it's Drew Brees. Not Mike Glennon.
Not Mike Glennon against the Lions.
There's a week between games, and in that week, you have a chance to convince yourself of anything. Because we've done it at working together. I know I've given you bad advice that I believed in my mind was great advice.
Okay. Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to go with it.
Yep.
Terrible.
It's on you. No, that's definitely real. So it's his first year, and it's also Dynasty. So
Dynasty. So
we're stuck with these cats.
It's a big draft.
Forever.
Big draft.
Yeah, I keep getting trade offers for my draft picks. I got no time. There's too much to do. I can't even be bothered with trying to trade draft picks right now.
Right.
You kidding
Especially
me? I'm weighing every position like I'm actually spending my money on this thing.
But why would you want to trade your draft picks for the following years when you don't even know who's going to be good a couple years from now?
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't, yeah.
I'm giving you my first round pick.
Right. So.
I'm already picking last. Which it's a bad thing.
Right,
It means I pick first.
So I'm 9th and you're 10th, right?
Before me, right?
I think those are the best spots.
Because you get two guys.
Yeah.
Because if that one, like if you had David Johnson last year, you got hurt in the first game, that's your season.
Yeah.
You got to work.
Right, you're done.
You're picking up all kinds of weird guys.
Right, I feel like picks 5 and 6 might be the toughest place to draft from. You know, so.
I mean, is there who is like your clear number one guy? Because 1 and then 20 is
so it's
hard.
dynasty. I would say Todd Gurley, right?
Right.
Yeah, dynasty. So redrafters.
But then what? Well, who's your second guy?
Mine?
You're not picking
or
20 again. No.
Oh, right. Oh, and if you have that,
Todd
right.
Gurley.
Yeah.
You're not. And not that clearly there's more than 20 good players, but there's
a big drop off, right? Yeah.
I mean,
right. I mean, where do you go? And
it's got to go by who.
I always feel like you need to take 2 running backs with your first 3 picks. Anyways, that's my thing. I'm a running back guy. Still, it's always been, and running backs are back. I swear, they are.
Running backs are back. Okay. There's still, but there's not as many. It used every team kind of had a feature back. It's just whether how good he was. But not every team uses running backs like that anymore. It is coming back. I agree.
Right.
In that there are some quality cats out there.
So, if there's only like 7 or 8 really stud running backs, you need to have one.
You need them.
If you have 2 of them, you have a competitive advantage.
Yep. Even though this is a 2 quarterback league, you can make that up.
Right.
All quarterbacks get points.
See, the quarterback thing is kind of
the wrinkle.
That's the wrinkle. Right.
2 quarterbacks. So yeah, just that's what makes it super flex, right?
Yes.
So we're going. I have it actually. I don't have to guess.
So you can put anybody in that position.
But we're going quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wideouts, a tight end. Then the first flex is running back, wide receiver, tight end. The second flex adds quarterback to that. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver,
you can
tight
have
end.
all kinds of combinations, huh?
Right.
Man.
But you still need those 2. You need the 2 starter running backs still.
Right. You gotta have some backs.
I always want that first flex to be a running back too.
Right.
I don't trust no wideouts.
No.
Because if they don't get in the end zone,
you have nothing. Now this is also a half a point.
This PPR?
Yeah. It's not full PPR.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's half.
Okay.
I don't know if that plays into much, but.
Oh yeah, 1 point for every 2 catches.
My other new thing, and I'm just gonna tell you my philosophy.
Do it.
Is
We're educating our
I'm
listeners.
Big on slot receivers this year.
You like them?
Yeah, and I feel like slot has become big in the NFL, in the real NFL.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing. Whereas, just like you said before, like teams maybe they're not always run oriented. The slot guys become their run game. I'm making quotation marks.
It's just like the Patriots even using the running backs that way too.
Right. So
they're not handing off to those guys. James White's catching everything.
Right. Those Julian Edelman 5-yard little ins and outs is their run game essentially. So you're in a PPR league. That's points.
Those guys are all catches.
Whereas the guys on the outside, the Julio Jones, the X guy, if you will, they get the big plays, but not getting as many targets really. Right.
They get 6 catches for 80 yards. That's not as many points as 8 catches for 50 yards.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, that was like my thing this year, which I never really focused on before. So when I made a list of receivers, I made a bunch of slot guys on there.
All right.
Who knows if that's really going to be a thing?
Yeah, no, we don't. It just has to sound right.
Sounds good though, right?
We're already convincing ourselves of things. Right. My thing always was receiving running backs that can catch.
Right.
Like not just straight up downhill running back guys, but the guys that can get out of the backfield. So I was always like, I was always a huge. At the time when he was a rookie, I was in it was just keepers, not dynasty. But when Matt Forte came out, I knew that was a big deal. And he ended up, he was the, you would know.
He had a season where he had like 100-something catches.
But he was the Bears' leading receiver his first 6 years there, or something like that.
He'd have a game where he had 9 or 10 catches out the backfield. Plus he runs for 70, 80 yards. That's major points, you know?
Right.
It becomes 2 positions out of
you're
one.
Still getting the running back stats, too. Correct.
Yeah. No, that's huge. You know, you see guys like, so who's that guy this year? I mean, Christian McCaffrey?
Question.
Yeah, who do we got looking like that?
Right, Christian McCaffrey is
obviously
the guy.
Le'Veon Bell.
So the thing that's different, I feel like now, people use so many. I feel like more teams use packages of running backs, so they have the guy that just runs and they have the guy that catches, so they're not out there all the time. Like Forte was out there all 3 downs. Now the third down back, that wasn't a thing 10 years ago. Now it's kind of like how the slot has elevated. That's a thing. It's that little running back that can catch out of the backfield.
There's more specialization.
When you're like third and short, it's another passing option because third and short's become a passing down, less of a running down. When you used to, if you had a big dude, you just keep pounding the line. Yeah. 3rd and 4, you hope he gets it. Now you're trying to dump everything. Yeah. So it's hard because that guy's can be hard to own because he's only out there
2 downs.
Those couple of downs.
Yeah. That's true. So you have to really, really be up on what the NFL's doing offensively if you're going to be.
You have to know how each team uses their guys. Like you got to look at their whole depth chart and go, well, this guy's clearly he's there to catch passes. Right. So I don't know. So I think that's what people are looking for. Like I don't know who. I mean, Gurley catches and Le'Veon Bell catches, and that's why they have the top 2 running backs. Like
Alvin Kamara. Is he a guy?
Seems like it. Right. Because
explosive.
I have no faith in.
What's his?
Who's the other guy?
He was a Heisman Trophy winner, right?
No, he was.
Now he's in trouble for PEDs.
Doesn't matter to me. Is he coming out suspended?
Yeah, first 4 games. Why? I've had him in a bunch. Mark Ingram? Yeah. Did you see that picture of Derrick Henry next to Deion Lewis?
Oh no, because they're teammates, right?
Yeah, it looked like it was.
It's like me standing next to Gideon.
Bring your son to practice day. I'm showing Will the picture right now. Right? Both played the same position.
That is awesome. We will put that up on our. If we could repost that.
Yes.
So you'll know what's happening when we. That could be our preview picture for
That's hilarious.
For you son to work day. That is what it looks like. That looks like me walking around with Gideon. I'm wearing pads like that.
Right. Playing football, man.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about Deion Lewis.
So where are you on your draft philosophy as far as the first few rounds? Like I said.
Right.
I'm right before you. I'm telling you I'm taking a running back.
You're taking a running back.
That's
right. You're right.
So
I should know.
You don't have to worry about.
So if I see running backs, I gotta pick 2, even when it's sure one of them's going. It's gonna. I mean, it'll be specific to who takes what.
Okay, so you're really going best available then, huh?
A little.
Yeah.
But it would have to not be. I definitely want. It will have to be a running back first. It's whether I take 2 in a row or not.
Right.
In my brain.
Yeah.
Because it'll be where it's at. Like, and I don't have a position by position, so I can't tell you what I would be looking at, but for this, it looks like, so it's Gurley, Bell, Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, Kamara, Kareem Hunt, Saquon Barkley, David Johnson. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to see any of those. I don't feel like.
You might, because you got to figure. Some people will take OBJ.
Because then it goes,
Antonio Brown.
because we're already losing it. So after those, even Saquon Barkley, I mean,
someone's going to take him in the first
just because he's a
picks,
rookie, I'm not.
But I bet you somebody takes him quick in the Dynasty League.
That'd be great.
Right.
Then I don't have to make that decision. But then you go to Dalvin Cook, which I know he was good, but he got hurt. You don't know what you're going to get. Jordan Howard.
Yeah. Still the Bear.
Jerick McKinnon, just because he went to the Niners, he's going to be good.
I don't know. I think Jerick McKinnon is what he is.
So I mean, if there is a rush on those first guys, I'll take 2 in a row because we're already at guys
Right.
I'm not thrilled about.
Because by the time you get to the third round, there's going to be no one left.
Oh yeah.
Bilal Powell. And,
So but I don't. Actually, I can't see not taking 2 running. I will most likely take 2 running backs.
Right. No, that's the way I feel. The receivers are just, they're so dime a dozen now in the NFL.
And like,
you know?
they're the same. Like, yeah, I can't. Just can't do it. I can't bring myself there. Especially now, especially for this, it's only a half a point for a catch.
Right.
So you're even in a PPR league, you're diminishing them a little bit.
But even more with the half a point.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, I think there's not much way I wouldn't. Not much way. That's the thing you say.
Yeah, go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't take 2 running backs for the first round. Coming back around, that will definitely be more who's taking what. Like, has everybody gone nuts on quarterbacks because we need 2? Because then I'll have to grab at least 1.
Yeah.
And either a wide, and then it'll depend. Do I grab a wide out then, or do I, But I'll tell you this, and it'll be hard, I know, because you're right next to me. But if some running back that I deem worthy is still kicking around, I'll take 3 running backs in a row.
I'm not mad at that.
Because especially in this league, you can start all 3. Because that first slash by you can be a running back.
There is so much things to think about with this league in particular. You know, like you said, the 3 right off the back. Most people are like, "Whoa, that's crazy," but no, that's legit right there.
Right.
You have 3 studs, and you can play them every week.
Guys can laugh at me all they want.
Oh.
And I'll win.
You know,
I've had plenty of leagues like that. I remember my favorite one. I tried it just. I did an auction league.
Yep.
Did you ever do an auction draft?
Yeah, I think we did one together one year.
Oh, I think we did too. So I did one. It was either that same year or before that, just to see what it was because I didn't even know how it worked or whatever.
Yeah.
And the guys in the little draft room were giving me so much crap because of who I was getting that it made me pay attention to that league.
The competitors.
And I didn't have. I mean, I got what they were saying, like, because I didn't know it. I had never done it, so I didn't technically do it right.
Okay.
I kind of went mid-range. Like, I didn't jump on any big names.
I see. Yeah.
But I still won the league.
You won the league?
Yeah.
Joke was on them.
I forget, and I wish I knew the rosters, but...
Yeah, because I remember we did that league where we both...
Because we tried different strategies. Because it was after that. So it was probably the same year, and that was probably because I was like, these guys made fun of my team, so let's try it again.
So with the Dynasty League, though, if someone thinks you have a bad draft, you really can't judge it until 2 or 3 years down the road. You know what I mean?
Correct.
You can't even tell, really. You know, who knows how it's going to pan out?
Right.
So
I could draft a team that wins this year and sucks in 5 years.
Right.
So did I really do good because I came out of the gate and won?
Right.
No, right? I would say no.
And if someone's laughing at you thinking that you're bad this year, just wait and see what happens.
Right.
You know? So.
Right, because that was another one. I was in I think you were in it. It was the keeper league we were in, and I traded a bunch of guys away to get...
Is it the 4-guy keeper?
Yeah. To get, at the time, Marshawn Lynch and I think it was Andre Johnson.
Okay.
Because this was that long ago, where they were still...
really relevant, yeah.
Right, but it made... top to bottom, I wasn't good that year, but my 4 keepers... were
locked in good.
Lights out. Like there were 4 top 5 guys. I think it was... I don't remember who it was. It doesn't matter. But that's the same thing.
You set up for the future.
This is different though because you keep your whole team.
Right. which is kind of scary if you get a bad team.
I see. We always say we could run the Browns better than their people do. We're going to find out because we're going to have a whole team of guys.
Right.
They're all ours. So we'll see. I still think we can run the Browns, although I like what the Browns are doing. So.
Yeah, I think they're going to win a game this year.
Oh, they're definitely going to win a game.
Got our boy Tyrod Taylor.
They're going to beat the Bengals at least.
Right, they're going to win some games.
That's a division game. They play them close anyway. Those two.
They got right.
Browns.
They were close last year.
Bengals is an in-state rival.
Yeah.
They're sucky teams, but Andy Dalton, he's willing to lose to the Browns.
He's willing to lose.
Yeah.
The Browns have big names now,
He'll
though.
throw some bad picks.
Right.
And they didn't have a bad defense. They just couldn't score.
Nope. Now they got Josh Gordon.
They've been drafting defense for like 5 years.
Right.
That's why they can't score. They're not.
Right.
They're not spending draft picks on offensive guys, and Josh Gordon can't stay out of rehab. So they got nothing offensively. But they lost. They've lost some. They've gotten to the point where they're losing them to free agency because they're out of their rookie deals. But they've been drafting because Joe Hayden was Browns, right?
Yeah, now he's a Steeler, I think.
Yeah. And the dude that went to Denver. It's Talib and whoever that guy is. He came from Browns.
Oh, right. Yeah. TJ Ward?
TJ Ward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was good.
So they're already at that point. Like they're drafting all these studs defensively that they're now even but their defense is not. Any offense will be okay.
And they'll have it this year.
Yeah.
They should win some games.
Who are they with? So they're with Cleveland, Cincy, Pittsburgh, and Tennessee? Is that their division? Not Tennessee?
No.
Tennessee's with Houston?
Yeah, it's Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Yeah, they can beat the Bengals. They can play them twice.
Yeah. Bengals on the way down.
They might have. Oh, yeah. They're on the way down.
They almost beat the Steelers last year.
Yeah, the Browns, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, because division games, nothing to...
Right, it'll be tough.
Yeah, you catch Roethlisberger on a bad day, you can beat the Steelers, too.
Tyrod Taylor, Jarvis Landry, and Josh Gordon are going to get you a win, at least.
Right.
Maybe a couple.
And what, Carlos Hyde.
And Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb pushing on, knocking on the door, baby.
Yeah. Got some names.
And they got some young, athletic kind of...
the tight end, yeah. Something Aguanave or something like that.
I don't know why I keep trying to guess.
It's like a Nigerian sounding name, but he can play, right?
So
Ojukwu or something?
So you know that's a good...
Yeah.
Yeah, NJOKU. So
Njoku?
Juco? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, yep. All those guys you said. And they drafted Antonio Callaway, who projects to be the third wideout anyway.
Okay.
I don't know where he's from.
They have some fantasy relevance this year. Where in the past you were not excited to draft a Brown guy. I mean, you don't want Isaiah Crowell.
Injury. The guy that was always half because of his name, half because sometimes he would do something, but Muhammad Massaquoi was always tempting on the waiver wire.
He was always around.
Thin week, because he's always out there.
Yeah. Muhammad Massaquoi,
Yep.
That's a good one.
He might return some for a touchdown.
Yep.
He might get some bomb. He's an all or nothing guy.
That's what I have to be careful of drafting too many Bears. Because I feel like the Bears have some fantasy guys this year. Allen Robinson, obviously my boy Jordan Howard.
Right, he's a top 10 running back.
Right.
He's a
Trey Burton,
super legit.
The Patriot killer Trey Burton. Love
Even
that guy.
Tarek Cohen is ownable.
Right, especially in this dynasty league, which they give you points for return and punts.
If he scores.
If he scores a touchdown.
Yep. Right. The players get the touchdowns because we don't have the T
There's
defense.
no T defense, right? So that's something like when you get later in the draft.
At first, when I was looking at it, I thought return yards mattered. It was like changing my whole perspective, but it's not. It's just if they score. Right. Like,
right, because that could
Ted Ginn's in play.
Cordarrelle Patterson.
Yeah, Cordarrelle Patterson just go
sign him up. Right.
Nobody's gonna figure that out. I'm gonna get him late, and that's gonna be the ticket.
End of the league right there.
No, that's not accurate. I did look up. I don't have it, but only like 6 guys scored touchdowns on kick returns last year.
So it's not like, yeah. But it's something to make you feel better about drafting in the 20th round.
And I don't think anyone had multiples. Maybe one guy had 2. But, it was like there were 8 return touchdowns. It was 8 different guys. So
interesting fact.
I like interesting facts.
Tarek Cohen is the only player in NFL history to, in one season, I think I told you this, throw a touchdown, catch a touchdown, run a touchdown, kick return, and punt return all in one season.
All in one season.
That alone might make you want to draft him.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh, he's on the radar for sure.
But my luck would be he'll do those touchdowns. I'll never have him in my lineup. Right? Isn't that how it works out?
Not those weeks.
Not those weeks, no. The weeks that I have,
right, because he's
2
not
catches,
he's
20
not a
yards.
Starter. He's a bye week.
16.
He's bye week coverage.
Right.
So it won't be those weeks.
If you get him a start him, he gets 3 fantasy points that week. Actually, if that's how I will judge the Bears' season is based on if you own them. Are you starting such and such this week? No. All right, Bears are gonna have a good week this week. Right.
How ownable is Trubisky, you think? I mean, considering his 2 quarterbacks.
I would have him as a 3rd quarterback.
Because in a normal league, he's not there yet.
I would have draft him if you can get him late.
It's 10 teams, right? Yes. You figure everybody's going to have at least 3 quarterbacks.
Right. So he should be on your roster, I think.
That's 30.
If for no other reason than for numbers wise.
30 quarterbacks. I feel like every starter is going to be owned.
Right.
Somebody's going to have 4 quarterbacks. We got like 35 bench spots or something.
Right.
19?
If I have a chance to draft them, I will. Like more than
16,
that. Yeah.
16 bench spots.
Right. Everyone's going to be gone.
How many guys we can?
The waiver wire is going to be a wasteland. You're not getting anyone.
I think there's so many bench spots because there's only 10 teams. If it was 12 teams, it's to keep so that guys aren't, so that the waiver wire isn't just plug and play starters here and there because people will start doing it for matchups and stuff.
But yeah, Trubisky will have relevance in the Dynasty League.
Well, now that I think of the numbers, they're all going to be owned. Like, even my man, AJ McCarron, is going to be owned.
Right. Who ended up picking him up?
Buffalo. The Buffaloes.
Now, I have been watching that situation. Is he going to start or is the rookie going to start, Josh Allen?
Depends who you ask.
Yeah.
But yes, he is penciled in as your starter.
But is there
over Nathan Peterman, the interception machine?
But I was cracking up. I was watching NFL Network and they had the crawl on the bottom of the screen and it said Nathan Peterman throws interception in his first practice play.
Yeah.
Still throwing picks.
He should just stop.
Stop. Why is he still in the league?
Poor guy.
I would always wonder how that works. What do you have to do to get kicked out the league?
Right. Well, he would probably get cut if they drafted another quarterback and McCarron's.
Right, he's not going to make it. Yeah.
They're not going to. Are you really going to carry 3 quarterbacks in Buffalo?
I just love that was a thing. Like they posted that on NFL Network.
Still throwing picks.
Like almost like they wanted to put lots of laugh at the end of the.
Right. Yep. Still throwing picks in Buffalo. You can't help it. Oh, man.
But yeah, looking through, I was surprised that there's some guys that are in the real NFL that haven't even been picked up by a team yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True. How is Dez Bryant not on a squad yet?
I'm sure it's a balance between
his contract,
how much money he wants, and I think where did I hear it? I might have heard it on the radio. I might have heard it in my head. I think what is happening at this point anyway is he's now at the point where he wants to do like a 1-year prove it deal and then get a big one.
Yeah.
Which to me, even though I don't care about them nearly as much anymore, puts the Patriots in play for Dez Bryant if they have half a brain at all.
Right, because he's going to be out to make the money.
Because that means he's not. If you can get Dez Bryant on the cheap.
Right, that's a steal. He's one of the.
Come on.
On his best behavior, trying to.
If he signs with whoever, the Giants, and I don't even know how to. I don't even know what contracts look, but like on the cheap for a year.
Yeah. Still.
What do you guys do? But if the Patriots don't do it, like, what? This is why I don't like you anymore. Like, you don't make sense.
I like that you really gave up on the Patriots in a way. Like, I thought our first few weeks after the Super Bowl, that was just...
It's legitimate. No, it wasn't.
No,
I know.
You're just like, I'm done.
Everybody thought it was just some kind of Super Bowl hangover.
No. Really
like Gronk saying he was going to retire.
Right.
That wasn't real.
No.
He's not going anywhere.
He was just sad.
Yeah, he's just sad. He can't cry. He said, I'm going to retire.
But he can say, I'm going to retire.
Say he's going to retire.
Start acting the fool, wrestling.
Yeah. Or Brady, that's stupid. The last
Tom versus time.
He was like, what are we doing this for? With like some kind of,
There was some man pouting going on.
Kind of Zen music in the background. I don't know, whatever.
Cut it out.
In the first one, he's like, I'm willing to die for this. I hope you are too.
And then after the loss,
rip your heart out. And then he's like, why am I playing football? What?
I feel like he had real tears, like when it was just him and Giselle. Like there was tears coming down.
I think it's real.
Like a grown man crying about his job.
Yeah. No, I think it's real. But no.
Cut it out.
I can't. Just can't anymore.
Not the first person.
And now all this like soap opera stuff they got going on, I'm like, I got out at the right time.
Yeah, cross over to the dark side, man.
What are you guys doing?
I'm a Bears fan.
I got my first Bears T-shirt. I now have more Bears gear than I do Patriots gear because I never owned Patriots.
There you go. And it's not a bandwagon if the team you're going to sucks.
I one time had a Patriots jersey, but I gave it to my son, so I don't even have that anymore. So yeah, I've got.
And I respect that you don't have paraphernalia. You're a real grown man. Instead of like a man boy like me who has a bunch of gear, like having jerseys of guys that I'm older than. This is weird. You know what I mean? This guy's 26, I have his jersey, I'm 40. You know what I mean? I know what it is, but I don't care.
You know what it is with me, and not that I have a lot of that. I'm trying to think now. I at least have a couple of shirts and stuff, but I am only truly a Celtics fan.
Right.
And nothing else really matters.
I noticed that about you. Year to year.
Like, whoever they have, I gotta rock with it.
Okay.
Isaiah Thomas, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Whatever, Dominique Wilkins, sure.
I forgot that
this
he was a
Celtic. Great. Can you still dunk? Man, you're like 50. You're like, whatever, I don't care. Xavier McDaniel, rock and roll, let's go, baby. Vitaly Petenko.
Dino Raja?
Yeah, Dino Raja, sure.
I love naming old Celtics.
Smoking cigarettes on the bench, let's do this thing, man.
What was he, Croatian?
Sure.
Is that who he was? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, those are the dark years of the Celtics, right?
Oh, man. Big V. But anyway, yeah, so I live and die with whoever they got on the roster.
But the Patriots, you can kind of take it or leave them, right?
Like, when I was a kid, I hated the Patriots because my dad liked them so much. I was just being a little jerk kid, but
I was a little jerk.
I was a Raiders fan.
But they were hateable anyways. They stunk for the most of the time.
Yeah, I was a Marcus Allen fan.
There was nothing endearing about
football,
them.
I've always been attached to players.
Okay, all right.
So I didn't follow Marcus Allen to the Chiefs, but
yeah,
I was already moved on to Brett Favre by then anyway.
Right.
Then he got annoying, so then I moved over to Tom Brady for a while.
Just kind of been rolling him for a while, yeah.
Rolling Tom's
so once
camp for a while.
I mean, if there's anything
but
left,
even now he's getting all whiny and weird.
Being weird, yeah. I don't know.
It's TB12. I don't. He's getting too big for himself.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
he's all about his brand.
Done with this guy now.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So I don't know. See what the Bears do. I feel like you would accept me. I don't think Dave Perry would ever accept me as a Bears fan.
No?
No. I don't think he's gonna let me in the club. I don't think he listens, but
I'm telling you, not this year, but there'll be a playoff team 2 years from now.
I feel like I'm gonna walk around town one of these days with that Bears shirt on, and he's gonna see me to just be dumbfounded and make me take it off or something.
And you might have to take it off because he's likes to fight guy, right?
Or want to fight, yeah. Yeah.
Likes the fight guy. Also coincides with being good at fighting guy.
Good at fighting guy. He's both. From my experience, he likes the fight guy because he's good at fight guy. Yep. That's the one. So yeah, I have no use for that. But I at least do have some Celtics paraphernalia.
Right, because you really roll with
That's
that.
the only one.
Yeah.
I was given a Bears shirt, so I'm not gonna get rid of it.
Right. Now, what was it? Who was that on that Bear shirt? Was it just? Oh, it was just the C, right?
Just the C.
It's the classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just the
I
C.
have a one like just like that. So
Blue
long
with the
sleeve.
C, yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I'm good with it.
Let's do this thing.
But yes, Des Bryant. This all came from Des Bryant, and I haven't heard where it's going or anything. But
Right.
but
Not even any
all I've
talks.
heard is that's where he's at. Like I think at first he was probably expecting.
I think it's $12 million a year.
I think he was expecting this multi-year. Like I'm Des Bryant, hey, and everybody's saying no. Look at your numbers.
Right.
And he's saying that's Dak Prescott's fault. They're saying no. Look at your numbers. So I think he's at the point where he needs to go to a team with an actual quarterback and show that no, I'm right. I'm still Des Bryant, and then they'll pay him, and it's what will happen.
It's his only option, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's I think where he's at.
Yeah.
So I think there's been that fight. Then the other one is DeMarco Murray. I don't
Another
know,
ex-Cowboy.
but I don't know what's the deal there. I mean,
Right? Is he?
he's just too expensive for Tennessee.
Right.
But I don't know why he hasn't got signed because he didn't really fall off, right?
No, he's got to be one of the best
He was-
50 running backs in the league.
Still, right.
Yeah.
He
He's
can
like-
start somewhere.
He's only like 2 or 3 years
he
removed from a
wait-
rushing title,
I think
right?
he's waiting for like the first injury kind of thing, like
Could be a thing. Yeah, and then hop
as
on.
soon as because a lot of guys do go down. Like David Johnson went down. The dude in the Vikings, the kids.
Right. Dalvin
Not
Cook.
Diggs, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook went down. You know, like
Right.
that situation.
Guys go down.
You don't have to go get AP from the Saints.
Yeah. DeMarco Murray's
Mark
here.
Murray's here to save the day.
Is AP in the league?
I certainly hope not, but I
I
don't
haven't
know
really
where.
seen him on the fantasy charts.
Yep, I don't know that one.
Down to
AP.
that sucker.
But yeah, any more free agents out there?
I know one.
You know one?
Touching the couple.
Huh. I think we we got the running back and the wide receiver covered.
Quarterback, we
Boy,
have.
what quarterbacks are out there?
Oh, buddy. Jay Cutler.
Oh, Jay Cutler. What's Jay
Who
Cutler?
I don't know if he's officially retired, but
mean-
apparently he's making he's in a reality show with his wife, Kristen Cavallari.
Kristen Cavallari.
It's called Very Cavallari. And I guess he's stealing the
Not
show.
even his show.
Right. But apparently
Because that's where she came from, though, right? What was she? Was she on the hills or whatever? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Go
One of
ahead.
those.
Yep.
But I guess he's stealing the show with some of the things that he said over the years and on the show.
Okay. I'm with this.
So Sports Illustrated has a few of his quotes. I'll start off. One of the quotes from the show was, "I'm not looking to do a lot of work right now. I'm actually looking to do the opposite of that." This is him talking to his wife. Which is like, I love that Jay Cutler, like, he lives up to the way you imagine him be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, his face looks like he should be saying these things. One of the other things he said was, when you come to a fork in the road, take it or don't. Whatever.
What are you talking about, man?
So this is, and here's another quote. Jay Cutler talking about opportunity. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others don't really care that much. And by others, I'm guessing him.
Yeah, him. By others, I mean me. Thank you very much.
And this one just blows my mind. I
Okay.
can't even. I'm guessing it's tongue in cheek,
Nope.
but he said
I'm
it.
gonna guess it's not.
This has to do with perseverance. It says, I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I've stopped trying. I guess he said this next one about success.
Yep.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's how comfy it is down there.
Because he gets knocked out all the time. It's how comfy it is.
He's awesome. All these quotes with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I picture.
Just barely in there. Like, so it's really like flapping around when he talks. It's always a funny thing in my brain.
I feel like I like Jay Cutler better now that he's retired. You know? It's
Well,
more
yeah,
like
he's not your problem anymore.
he was my problem for like 10
He was
years.
your problem forever. A really expensive one.
Yeah. But one thing he can say, like, no matter what happens, he can say he outplayed Tom Brady NFL regular season, won that game
At one time.
last year. You know what I mean? And he did it.
He did it.
And that's how he was able to stay in the league for all these years. He played 1 or 2 good games every year and showcased that arm.
Just enough flashes.
Right. And then
His whole career
right.
was on the edge of doom.
Right. And then he would play a great game.
Yep, just when he started leaning too far.
There it is.
4
Just the most
touchdowns.
frustrating guy
380
ever.
yards. Look at you.
The physical ability to light up any defense.
Just a cannon out there.
Right. Make any throw, if you will.
Once in a while, pinpoint accurate.
Right.
Other times,
I don't care.
I stopped trying today. Those are
Jay
good.
Cutler. Yeah, that was all of them. I just thought it was hilarious.
I do have him on my list here, listed as retired. Him and Carson Palmer.
So he is officially retired? Yeah.
And Matt Forte.
Yeah, I know
Danny
that.
Woodhead.
I know that he retired, yeah.
A couple other. And AP is listed as a free agent.
Okay.
Jeremy Maclin and Eric Decker are also free agents.
Oh, okay. They can help your squad, though.
Julius Thomas, Antonio Gates, and Kobe Fleener, all
Julius Thomas, huh?
free agents.
Wow.
And then what else? That's about it.
Who I haven't really been keeping track. Who are the big name tight ends this year?
Jason Witten retired.
Jason Witten.
Retired. Tight ends, you say?
I know Jimmy Graham went to Green Bay.
Yep.
Just out of my radar because I feel like
Because that's
he's
a much
gonna-
better situation
right.
for him.
If you're gonna do anything, it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers, right?
If anyone can save you,
Yeah,
aside from going back to Drew Brees, right?
yeah, Aaron
Right,
Rodgers.
because there's only the 3.
But you're right. You think of Gronk and Kelsey. Nobody else really jumps out at you, right?
Right, who's the dude in Philly? Is
Ertz.
that Zach Ertz?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who else? I mean,
Not really doing
I
it
guess
for you.
the kid from the Giants is okay from what I hear. Evan Ingram, second-year guy.
Sure.
He had like 6 or 7 touchdowns last
Greg
year.
Olsen be back this year?
Right. So yeah, he should be top. Yeah. He missed most of last year.
The only thing I really know about tight ends is that Baltimore drafted 2, and they're the guy. It's one of them.
He drafted 2 tight ends.
And that's what they're going with. There's no veteran in camp.
Oh, okay. So they have.
It's gonna be them.
Yeah, they have to roll those guys
It's
out.
just who's doing what.
Yeah.
I mean, they have other guys, but nobody. Their other guys are Nick Boyle and Max Williams.
Don't know those guys.
Never heard of those guys.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah, it's Hayden Hurst or Mark Andrews. I have no idea where these kids played, but the 2 rookies are their top 2 guys.
Somebody's gonna have to do something. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never even heard of any of these tight ends. Austin Hooper in Atlanta. I only heard of him because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Greg Olsen.
Guy from Cincy's good, Tyler Croft.
Tyler Croft and Tyler Eifert also.
Tyler Eifert, right. Croft's a good one. Eifert's the one that's always hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that guy in Cleveland, we were talking about David Juku,
Yeah.
maybe.
I think Tampa Bay has a good one, another young guy.
Jimmy Graham.
O.J. Howard.
Who was it?
O.J. Howard from Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa.
Yeah. Which I don't know how good they're going to be
Not
without.
that far down the alphabet, yeah. Kelsey.
Kelsey could be tough because they got a new quarterback, right?
Kyle Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph is good, yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's not great,
Yeah. He had like 7 or 8 touchdowns this year.
but Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
What does that mean? Who the freak knows? They're tight ends. Yeah, I don't know. Gronk. Yeah, Evan Ingram, Giants.
Yeah.
Jared Cook's in Oakland.
Never
Ben
like Jared
Watson's
Cook.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Selleck in
So Ed Dixon is in Seattle now. He was Baltimore, right?
right, so yeah, he went over there.
O.J. Howard in Tampa. Delaney Walker puts up numbers in Tennessee.
Yeah, he's always reliable.
And then Vernon Davis is in Washington. And Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed's always reliable.
That's about it. But yeah, let's see. What was yeah, Jacksonville is, I don't even know how to say it, A. Safarian Jenkins?
Oh, yeah. Austin Safarian Jenkins?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because Julius Thomas was there, so
yeah.
had to be somebody to take his spot. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to rank those guys. But
you should go by the best situation, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, like things like
if you're the
Jimmy Graham's in Green Bay now.
Right. You're going to get some good opportunities there, yeah. Jimmy Graham still had 10 touchdowns last year, but nobody talks about him.
But I would think, like, if Dixon go to Seattle, obviously Russell Wilson's not really looking for tight ends, right? 'Cause if you could use Jimmy Graham,
right?
What are you doing?
Right, it's like not part of their philosophy or something.
Yes. Well, he runs around too much, so he's not looking across them. He can't see over the middle for those like dump tight end.
Right. Right.
He needs,
it's different. Yeah. It's straight up drop back.
This guy?
Doug Baldwin.
Best crappy number one receiver.
Worst number one in the league.
Yeah, worst number one.
He also, because I told you I was on the slot receiver kick.
Yep.
Number one rated slot receiver in the
Doug
NFL.
Baldwin is.
Yeah, that's the thing. So. Yeah.
But he runs go routes out of the slot. That's why.
Yeah. Right.
He's not running crossing patterns.
Right. Golden Tate was like number 2 or 3.
Okay. Yeah. Where's the team in Detroit?
Yes.
Because I don't hate Matt Stafford at all.
Super reliable. Yeah. Fantasy wise.
I'm a Matt Stafford guy.
He'll get you numbers. Right. Real life wise, I don't know. Like.
I don't know if I want him. I feel like he's really frustrating.
But they're always in shootouts, Detroit. It seems like. So he's going to get you numbers.
He can throw it.
Right. Yeah.
And I always appreciated, for him, I always appreciated when they lost Megatron, he didn't drop off at all.
No, not at all.
Had some scrubs for a few years, whatever.
You can win with Matt Ryan in your fantasy lineup. 100%,
yeah.
You know?
Stafford.
That's I'm sorry, Matt Stafford. And Matt Ryan. Both of them.
Matt Stafford,
Both, yeah.
But right, and now he's got, the Golden Tate and, who's the other guy?
Marvin Jones?
Nobody, but it was somebody like
touchdown machine sometime.
Yeah.
He had a couple weeks with like 3 touchdowns each.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right. He was like waiver wire gold last year.
Yeah. So.
And then I don't know. So their running back situation. It's Kerryon Johnson.
Carry on. And is that boy still there?
Which one?
Theo Reddick,
the meanest sounding guy ever. Yeah, he's still there. LeGarrette Blount is there.
LeGarrette Blount's in Detroit.
Yeah, he went to the Detroits because of Patricia.
Oh yeah. Come on over here, LeGarrette.
Yeah, we're convinced Matt Patricia has a high pitched voice. There's no back to that.
Just because you never really heard him talk at all.
Yeah. And I don't even think I heard him talk. He had that whole maybe or maybe not rape some girl at spring break.
Why am I laughing at that?
I don't know.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Right.
I don't even think I heard him actually talk. I only think I heard that talked about.
Yeah.
I never heard him speak.
No, I guess you're gonna have to hear him this year.
Maybe.
Is Abdullah still on there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Right. Who was?
They got a lot of crazy names.
Wait, is that the name? Or is that Abdullah the point guard from Providence College?
That's the wrong guy. Yeah, Amir Abdullah. Abdullah is not in the NFL.
He could dribble his butt off.
He's eating chicken somewhere. Yeah, no, he can dribble.
Couldn't shoot worth a lick. Yeah, true. Right, he was a heavy-set point guard.
A little short, wide guy, but man, dribble? Sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wait, I'm not thinking of the right guy.
Yeah, he could dribble.
No, he could dribble.
Are you thinking of
but he's not the heavy guy.
Khalid El-Amin?
That's UConn. Yeah, it's Khalid El-Amin.
Oh yeah, he was wide.
He's the wide guy.
Right, he looked like Raekwon playing point guard.
I'm sorry, Abdullah. He had the big high top. Was that Abdullah?
No, wait. Guy Shankar had that. Abdullah, I thought was a ball, but Abdullah was the worst shooter ever seen. He was like shooting off the side of the backboard guy.
Yeah. Don't.
But he was a starting Division I point guard.
Yep. Because man, can he dribble?
Yeah.
Right. At least Shankar, he can drive. He didn't try to shoot jumpers.
Right. He was a slasher, right?
He'd do the Shankar.
He invented a move.
Right. And then do a little floater. That was his thing.
Yeah.
He would Shamgod around the point guards and then float over the big guys.
What a name, huh? God Shamgod.
Oh, awesome. But I mean, plenty of guys make Allen Iverson made a living doing that. He just started shooting threes when he got older because he was getting lazy, slow.
Right. Yep.
Because when you're little, that's all you can do. You dribble the heck out of it and then hope your floater is
on point.
Money. Yeah.
Definitely.
But no basketball. Shutting it down.
Yes. Basketball creeped in there twice, huh?
I don't know why we're talking about the Detroit running back situation, but we are. Kerryon Johnson, Theo Riddick, LeGarrette Blount, Amir Abdullah, Dwayne Washington, and Zach Zenner. So until you get to Zach Zenner, that's the scariest group of gentlemen I would ever think.
Garrett Blount, Theo Riddick, right.
Amir Abdullah and Dwayne Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys will mess you up. That's all I think of.
Yeah, you don't want to see them alone in the alley.
Very dark-skinned gentlemen.
Mean. Like Garrett Blount.
And with a mean look about them, yes.
Blount knocked someone out in college at the end of a game.
You don't really
50-yard line.
Want to look at them for too long. Because if they catch you, you're going to die. It's going to happen. It's not going to be good. You're going to get messed up.
They're like trying to punk off Matt Stafford. No, it's a run and play. It's a run and play this time. When you audible, you hand it off. Theo Riddick wants the ball. Third person.
I really want a third person for Theo Riddick. That's kind of our another one of our friends' personas. Willie Snead Jack.
Willie Snead Jack.
Yeah.
Bro, you said he's in Baltimore now?
He's in Baltimore now. Baltimore has a bunch of guys who aren't great, but I love.
Yeah.
Michael Crabtree.
Oh, yeah, you're a Crabtree.
Willie Snead Jack. And John Brown.
That's right,
John Brown from Arizona. Little tiny mean guy.
Tough guy,
Tough guy.
Yep. Yeah.
So watch out. Joe Flacco's
one of those guys would be on your
weapons
fantasy
again.
team.
I will end up with one of them. There's no doubt.
100%.
Yeah. I don't know that there's ever been a year I didn't own one of them. I held Willie Snead way too long the last time I had a team.
He's serviceable though, right? I don't know if he will be anymore.
Owning Saints at that point, owning the Saints wide receivers was like owning Patriots wideouts. Some games.
Right. 7 catches, 78 yards.
Cold, yeah.
Right. Other games,
it's
not
matchups
so
and who's getting open and they just got too many guys.
It's a crapshoot.
But now they're all tall, so he couldn't stay.
Right.
He had to leave.
Michael Thomas is a stud for the Ones.
There's a height requirement now for the Saints.
Right.
Saints and Eagles have height requirements for their wideouts. It must be this tall, and this tall is 6'2".
Yes. Michael Thomas for the Saints is the only guy I might consider drafting in that 9th or 12th spot. I feel like he might be available.
There's plenty of running backs. Like nobody's taking running backs.
Yeah.
And people are taking quarterbacks and wideouts, and he didn't get drafted. You're like,
right. Because he's only going to his 3rd year.
Correct.
So he's got tons of fantasy points ahead of him.
All kinds of ceiling. Yeah.
So that's the only one.
And I mean, everybody makes such a big deal about Drew Brees. I mean, Tom Brady, but Drew Brees ain't no youngster either. My man is still slinging it out there.
Slinging it. He's 39. Yep.
And no problem.
Right. He could do it for another 4 or 5 years. Why not?
I feel like he doesn't get hit that much.
No.
Like Brady gets cracked every once in a while.
Right.
Because his linemen are always hot and cold. I don't know why.
And have you seen like Drew Brees? They had him in practice wearing just the Under Armour. He's yoked. Like he's like not a Tom Brady. Right. Yeah. He looks like he can play forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no.
Yeah. There's a lot more conditioning going on there.
You can tell he's working at it.
Not what is it? What's his stupid
pliability?
I wanted to say elasticity. I knew it was wrong. Pliability. Yeah. Right. It's not about pliability. It's about just lift some weights. I'm gonna throw the ball really far.
Right.
I'm Drew Brees.
Yeah. Right. He's
not like
You can tell he's doing that old school football training. I'm just gonna be jacked.
Yeah.
Play. Right.
I'm a football player.
Right.
I'm not supposed to.
Not trying to be super good at yoga.
Yeah. Right. Right. I'm not doing yoga, calisthenics, not doing tai chi,
right.
Not drinking wheatgrass.
He never got weird. I respect that about Drew Brees. Phillip Rivers never got weird. You know?
I like Phillip Rivers a lot. I wish I could. I can't never bring myself to draft him. Maybe in this league, 'cause there's so many guys, but
right. There's a spot for him too.
he just wants to win so
That's
bad.
it. He's so competitive.
Like, I've watched the Chargers and felt bad for him before,
Right.
like because it's usually it would be playing the Patriots. So
Right.
they're not winning. Probably not even close.
Right.
But man, he's trying the whole time.
So much. He's so into it. Every week.
He really wants to win.
I love watching him play. Yeah. When he loses, he's
looking at
beside himself.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's not looking at the score,
No.
Patriots are 4 touchdowns. Just relax. But nope.
Right. It's the same thing. Even when the Chargers are out of it every year, when they're like 4-10 and they're playing that next game, he's still. You would think it's a Super Bowl.
You think they're
just-
first place and
Right. He wants to win football
They need
games.
this one
Right.
for home field.
Right. I love that about
You're
Philip
done.
Rivers. Right.
Yeah.
He's a dude that I feel like had. I mean, obviously he has talent in the league, but he had, by NFL standards, regular talent,
Yep.
but willed himself to be kind of like
be
a
better
top
than he
guy,
is, yeah.
borderline Hall of Fame.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just by being super, super competitive.
Right.
It's appreciation for that.
Right.
Everyone should be that way with everything.
They should.
You know, take it to the max in everything you do.
Full throttle. Somebody
Full
said.
throttle.
Full throttle.
Whatever it is.
It's true because, right. So if you think of even the two guys, like, because him and Eli are always together because of the draft day trade for each other.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite. Like,
Right.
you can't. Eli Manning.
Right. No, he doesn't.
It doesn't look like he works at all. He's just that gifted.
Right. Right. It's
But
in
he's
his
not.
genes.
Right.
Yeah.
It is and it isn't.
Yeah.
Like he's counting on kind of the fact that he's a Manning.
Yeah.
So there's some
Entitlement.
built-in
Yeah.
quarterback ability there.
Right.
So he's not working.
Not like
It's
he's.
kind of like how my kids are. And I don't want to throw my kids out, or we'll just say people who have natural ability. As soon as it gets hard, they just kind of coast along.
Right. Yeah.
But that's when people catch up. So I feel like that's Philip Rivers.
Yeah.
He has to work really hard, but he's right there with all those guys.
Yeah.
Not that he's not good. I mean, obviously he's an NFL.
Well, I'm
quarterback.
drafting Philip Rivers this year. Even if I have to.
Just talked you into Philip
Yeah,
Rivers.
even if I have to reach for him. Yeah, Jerome drafted Philip Rivers. 3rd round?
Now?
Okay.
Did you see who else is available?
Right.
You don't try hard enough.
He don't try. He don't wear a bolo at the end of the
don't
game.
work.
Is that what it is? Bolo?
Yeah. You don't work hard enough.
Taking shit to the max.
He's not taking it to the max. I love it. Man, you're not taking it to the max. I got a guy. What do you think about Case Keenum in Denver? He's a big question on my list.
I think Denver's gonna suck.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's all I needed to hear.
Right. Minnesota was a good situation for him.
There's only like 12 guys I'm willing to take.
See, a lot of people fall victim to the.
I want to count them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 11 guys I'm willing to draft a quarterback.
Case Keenum, and I always have this theory, was a result of a great defense.
Yeah.
Great defenses can make quarterbacks play good because you always have opportunities. You're always in good field position.
Yep.
You're always on the field.
Yep.
There's a ton of 3 and outs. You have so many more opportunities. You know what I mean? And you can win games when the other team's only scoring 13 points.
Right. Exactly.
And that was a Brock Osweiler thing a few years back. You know what I mean? They had a sick defense in Denver. He won a few games.
Sick a little bit.
You know,
He had that good game against the Patriots. Everybody lost their mind. I mean, I know he won other games, but that was the showcase. That's what everybody saw.
But that
It
was
like, if you can do that to the Patriots,
That was a lucky
somebody.
chuck
No, I
him
know.
up in the air game.
it was.
You know,
But I'm convinced
based on that game, he won a
that
contract.
game, and
Yeah.
then he won some games. You know, and they
Yeah.
were still good.
Right.
But that was like, I don't remember if it was like Monday night or Sunday. You know, like
It was a
the
night game.
showcase game,
Yeah.
and everybody's, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's like 6'9" or whatever
Yeah.
stupid thing he
Right.
is. And
Nope.
he sucks so bad.
No. Don't fall victim to Case Keenum, and
No, I don't want
they're
to.
just not that
He
good.
wasn't on my list, but he's intriguing because Denver still has Demaryius Thomas,
Emmanuel Sanders. Right.
and they still have most of the defense.
Right. They'll be. Nah, it's
And what actually? What happened to your boy in Oakland?
He's bouncing back this year. Derek Carr.
Yeah, what happened to Derek Carr?
I don't know. But
Bad year? We're just going to go bad year?
bad year. I think he'll bounce back. But watch out for the Rams.
So you look for him late.
Oh, yeah. I'll draft him if I have a chance. Derek Carr, Phil Rivers.
So you're going to have Phil Rivers, Derek Carr, and Mitchell Trubisky.
I wouldn't be mad at those quarterbacks.
Because, I mean, you took some pretty sick skill position guys otherwise.
Right. I'll have some stud running backs. All right.
If you did it right, and those are your quarterbacks, I would be able to appreciate it.
You also have to feel you have to take a chance on a young young quarterback, like a Josh Rosen or Josh Allen, just because what if they become Aaron Rodgers or something?
Even Trubisky can be that guy.
Right.
He can be. He hasn't shown anything that he's not going to be good.
Right. He hasn't shown any suckiness.
Nope.
Right.
I haven't seen huge flaws yet.
No.
He's a gamer. You can already see that.
Right. Oh,
he's just going to figure it out a little more.
No,
The other guys are starting from... Because there's not a ton of young guys. I mean, Wentz and Goff and Trubisky.
Right.
But then the rookies, you haven't even seen them yet. You have no idea.
Right. They could be really bad. You don't know. Right?
You don't know.
Right.
How many, the first round, how many starters are actually number one overall picks? I have no idea, but I mean, not as many as you think. They don't all work out.
No, not at all. Right.
It's going to be some fourth round guy who's going to be the best quarterback in this class.
Yeah.
You don't even know who he is.
Right. So.
Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully I'll figure out who it is.
You'll know a few years from now.
Right.
I did hear that somebody posted in an article that the Cowboys were making Dak Prescott watch video of Carson Wentz just to be better, which is hilarious to me because didn't he come out the same year?
Yeah.
It's not like you're watching Tom Brady or some guy that retired.
Where's Carson Wentz?
Here's your peer.
Here's a peer, yeah.
Do what he does.
He's your age.
Be better.
Do that. Yeah, be better like this. All right.
But yeah. Excited for fantasy.
He's another fantasy. We didn't give out too many secrets in case our league mates listen.
But our league mates think that they're better than us anyway.
I know
so
they do.
They probably won't even listen.
Still a little close to the vest.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, we still talk about football for an hour, so that's how good we are.
Right.
All right, Kings football special.
We out.
We out.